All right, give me a roll. All right, Jeremiah and Ithella.
Ithella.
Yep. Hey, that's what happens when you roll on the fantasy name generator.
Jeremiah's such a normal name. Ithella.
Two grown men, just me and you. We sit and play at the table for two.
Welcome to Table for Two. We're at a table, and there are two of us, and we're going to be continuing our journey in Ironsworn by Sean Tompkin.
So I think we should change the difficulty of neutralize Mila. So currently it's at extreme. I think we should change it to formidable. I think it's just taking way too long to find Mila and neutralize her.
Yeah.
This isn't supposed to be the whole campaign goal.
Right.
So for our vows, we are realizing we want to actually complete our background vows at a competent level within the story. So I think we should just change it to formidable as well, so that each thing is one box.
Yes.
So that way we can get to our vows at some point in the storyline. All right, now you might have noticed on the table, you might have noticed something a little different.
You got a new card?
Not over there.
Oh, that's all the way over there. What is that?
I'm thinking if
You're hiding it.
if I earn it, I'm gonna get a fire card from Starforged.
That's from not this game, but from another game.
But it's compatible, so I'm thinking if I earn the ability, you know what I'm saying, I can start using Fireburn.
Okay, well, I was personally thinking if I could maybe get a chance card from Monopoly if I earn it. Okay, but yeah, you can get Firebrand, whatever.
I'm just because my guy's starting to do some fire.
Yeah.
So now we cut back to the rooftop of this stone building. Your father has just departed and left some very choice words for you. Last time we had that flashback, exploring some of your backstory about how Mountain is more important to him as a son, and he values strength and whatnot.
Yes.
The classic dwarven things, whereas you have more of a musical inclination.
A musical, free-flowing dwarf.
As your father would say, a musical freak.
Yes. I'm more of a hippie dwarf.
But your father actually broke your flute in half. He left, and that is where we're at.
You step out and look upon the circle, which isn't that big or anything. You know, most circles in the Ironlands are small because we've been here for maybe how many years? 50 years?
Something like that.
So it's a small circle, but I mean, there are dozens of, if not hundreds of small buildings. And you know, your character's wondering, like, how the heck are we going to find this iron pillar? And then I step up, and I'm like,
we have to go now. I know precisely where the iron pillar is.
You know where it is?
I know the exact area. The exact stone brick that it is on. It would be my keep. Or my dad's keep, not mine. The keep that I grew up in as a child. That I wore diapers in.
okay, too much
For a
information.
bit longer than I should have.
Okay,
Admittedly.
all right. You didn't bring this up
I
before
was 20.
because
You were 20 years old when you stopped wearing diapers.
I had a condition. But I know where it is nonetheless. Well, it is that building right there.
Right, the building at the center of the circle. Now, before we go, we should rest up for a bit. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm a little battered.
I've seen that. And, me, I'm actually doing great. Not counting emotionally.
I feel like maybe I should take a spirit damage in retrospect of my father.
Okay, yeah, you can take spirit damage. So you have to roll.
Oh, I have to roll?
Anytime you take spirit damage, you have to roll to endure stress. Plus spirit or plus heart? Which one is higher? Plus spirit, so plus 5 to this? What do you got, a yellow circle and Pac-Man in the shot?
Cheese wheel for inspiration. I have a what plus what to this?
Plus 4 from your spirit. Yikers.
Wait, so that's a critical failure?
That's a critical failure. On a miss, you also suffer -1 momentum, so you go down to -1 momentum. So maybe we should look at the rules for negative momentum now.
Oh, crap.
Uh,
So my character was just like, you know, okay, we gotta go. And Suddenly he's like,
But I can't go because
You can't go.
you're going by yourself.
Why would I go by myself, Cliff? We've been doing everything together so far.
Well, I guess we're parting now. You can take care of the iron pillar by yourself.
Cliff,
You're a
wait,
very
wait.
powerful man. And,
Slow down. Stop talking. What is this coming from?
I don't know. I just
Why do you want to go our separate ways already?
I'm feeling my spirit drain from my body.
I'm starting to feel like an NPC in a video game who you're telling to get out of your party.
I'm sorry. We just don't have any room anymore. You've got to go.
Listen, Cliff. You were the one who made me promise to never abandon you like your own family did.
Did I do that? So if I then made you promise to leave me here forever, for all of eternity, which promise would you have to
Well, there's the
abide
thing.
by?
I'm not going to promise that. I will abide by my previous promise. If I have to, I will drag you through the flames of your own hometown to get you there. And then douse them. I'm not going to leave you behind.
Alright, I won't make you drag me. I guess I'll go. I'm a very wish-washy person, okay? Don't know what to say about that.
I know you're under a lot of stress. We're in your hometown, so just try to stay calm.
Alright.
Okay, so let's make camp.
Yeah.
Let's make camp for a minute, because I fully need to heal. Okay, so we got a 2. Our supplies at +3, so we got a 5. So that looks like a weak hit. On a weak hit, we can choose one of the following each.
+1 spirit. I'm going to take that.
I think I have to take a plus to health here, don't I? You know what? I'm going to take the plus to spirit. And then
Sure.
maybe we'll have you try to heal me.
You're 1 health.
Okay, so I took +1 spirit to a +4, and you got to +5 spirit. Okay, so now I think maybe you try to heal me a little bit. So yeah, a weak hit. On a weak hit, you must suffer -1 supply or -1 momentum, and I get a +2 health. I'm going to take the minus momentum, because I don't want to lower our supply any further, and I'll take the +2 to health. I'm still a little battered, but that definitely helped. We're not looking too hot right about now.
So we see the keep.
Yeah, we see the keep in the distance.
Made of dwarven stone. It's surrounded by iron priests.
Are we fighting our way in?
We don't have to fight our way in. We can find another way in. We can go through a window. We can zip line across.
I think we should try to go in as stealthily as we can.
What kind of, what are the iron priests discussing as they guard the gates?
Probably something like, have you spoken to management? I hear they're going to be degrading our healthcare system soon.
I swear, they need to keep a healthcare up with the amount of marks they throw onto our bodies.
I just want coverage for burn marks.
I want coverage for my marks that they put on me.
They've been doing stuff to me.
What?
Strange things.
Like what? Jeremiah?
I don't want to talk about it.
You need to seek help, Jeremiah.
You know someone?
I know someone who you can talk to. It's going to be okay. You just have to let go and discuss and talk about these feelings that you're experiencing.
All right, I trust you. All right, that was really weird. All right,
So the guards are a little distracted.
They're a little distracted. Okay, so I've got Shadow Walk here. When you cloak yourself in the Gossamer Veil of the Shadow Realms, roll plus Shadow. On a strong hit, take +1 momentum. Then re-roll any dice when you make a move by ambushing, hiding, or sneaking. So that could be a good way to help us sneak in a little bit. I have only a +2 to this, so we really got to hope to get a good hit here. Now I've got a 2 momentum to burn if I need it. Oh God! All right.
So what happens?
So I think some kind of thing from my spear want to speak to me in some way about something.
Maybe it's like, you must not walk in the shadows. You must be seen. You know?
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, you must show it off. You must brandish it, you know, in a violent and showmanship type of way.
Well, it says that. Okay,
So this makes you not want to necessarily stealth, but to be running up and stabbing.
Oh God.
You're looking at the priests, feeling your spear compel you to let go of stealth and embrace the iron and murder them. And we cut to the priests, and they're like, Jeremiah, listen. I don't think this organization is good for you. You should consider leaving.
How am I going to be able to provide for my family if I don't work for this?
There's an underground organization that helps people in your position. They can help you. They can help us both. Oh my, who is that? And just you running at them with your spear, about to murder them.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I think, it's not that funny.
They were about to leave the organization. They're good guys.
They're not good guys. Alright, so I think we should maybe just roll a battle.
Yeah, let's roll battle.
So this is just a one roll to determine how the fight goes.
Dum, dum, dum.
So I'm going to be rolling plus edge to attempt to take out the fight.
One rule, one battle, 2 innocent men.
Alright, so I've got a +3 to this. Okay, so that's going to be a weak hit then. On a weak hit, you achieve your objective, but not without cost. Pay the price. So first of all, we're going to take them out. So I think maybe let's mark progress on neutralize Mila.
Yeah, okay, so that's going to be...
At 1 box for that. So I run up towards the guards. My spear flings from my hand. In one single blow, it sweeps straight through both of them, killing each of them instantly. From their wounds, shadow energy. My spear blinks back into my hand. I think probably seeing this startles you. Seeing just such a violent nature on display to these 2 guys, unknowing that I was even there, just killing them instantly with seemingly no remorse. I start walking up towards the bodies. The rain coming down around me.
Putting out the fires, too.
Yeah,
Like steam rising.
And I look down at the 2 of them.
Jeremiah and his friend.
Yeah. You want to roll on the name chart for his friend?
We can. I know I suggested it, but I'm sad that they died.
Alright, give me a roll. Alright, Jeremiah and Ithella.
Ithella.
Yep. Hey, that's what happens when you roll on the fantasy name generator.
Jeremiah's such a normal name. Ithella. Can call him Ith for short. So my character runs up in the rain, clutching his axe.
And by the way, as I'm looking down at them, my face is just stone cold.
What did you do?
Ah,
You killed them! I thought we were going to stealth around!
we had to get past them. There was no other way, Cliff.
There's an open window right there. You didn't see it. What if these men were innocent?
They're just casualties in a war.
You're scaring me.
We should keep moving.
I would hate to deny you that, because I'm afraid what you would do to my little dwarven body.
Go into the keep, Cliff. I'll follow after you. Just keep walking. Don't look behind you.
He walks inside. And Brachus comes up as well.
I see you have not yet grown from this path. Give it some time, young man. You will soon see how disgusting your actions are.
Brachus, you may have some wise words when it comes to Cliff's family, but now you're just talking like an old fool.
I know more than you think. You'll be better in the end.
That's him grunting as he walks up the stairs.
So as Cal is left momentarily by himself out in the rain, I think some realization starts to come into his face. Realizing he killed these 2 guys, and he holds the spear in his hand, and it's continuing to infect him. The dark tendrils are wrapping themselves around his arm, going up his sleeve, And he pulls his sleeve down a little bit just to hide it as much as he can. But it started to come, I think it's coming even further down. It's starting to come into his neck a little bit. You can see like the black veins underneath him. And he looks up at the sky, the rain coming down on and dripping down his face. And he says,
Why? Why have you cursed me this way?
no response. So he goes inside.
And the ghosts of Jeremiah and Ith are floating there like, who was he talking to?
Jeremiah and Ith got some chemistry. All right.
Subscribe so you don't miss a single step of our adventure. Okay, this also might be a little too out there, and it's, if you don't want to do it, it's okay, but just general testing the waters, would you be interested in a time travel element?
Yes.
Okay.
Like you have an idea for one, or just you?
Yes.
Something? Oh, you do?
Yes.
Okay, before we get to that.
Well, that's going to be later. That's not right now.
Okay. So we walk into the keep, into the intricate stonework of your people, and it's eerily quiet. Don't see anyone inside. We walk down the cold hallways, nothing but our footsteps echoing through. We going straight to the pillar?
Yeah, my character knows where it is.
Okay, so we want to walk into the room?
Yeah.
Oh God, or do we want to set up a little...
Yeah.
Because I know this is going to turn into a fight. I can tell you that right now.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
I wasn't so sure.
It'll be a fight. Freak. You don't think. That's your problem, is you don't think.
Okay, also...
Just for the record, these are my new magnetic tiles that I will have a video about.
Oh, cool.
Who's here in this throne room?
I mean, I figure Mila, for one, and Elena the Blade has already delivered my brother, so why else would they take Mountain if not to sacrifice him to the Iron? So I figure they're in the middle of an execution.
Of Mountain?
Yeah.
Okay, crap. Okay, hold on. Whoa, slow down.
I'm not talking anymore. So you think Mila's here alone?
I think so. Not for long.
Cavalry's coming.
Okay, so just a little reminder of Mila.
Yes, because we have not encountered Mila since a long time. She originally helped us by telling us where an iron pillar was. But she actually sent us in there so that her iron priests could sacrifice us to the iron. We were able to best them, and when we returned, Mila was gone. Right? She was a warden. She told us she was a warden.
A warden is like the guards of the Iron
Kind of
Lands.
elite guards.
But it turns out she's evil. And she was going to train me to be a warden.
Yeah, you trained with her already.
Yes, but I failed.
So she knows how to control the iron. She's one of the leaders of the iron.
And she's fully armored. Kind of like Elena.
Where are you introducing your time travel bit?
It'll be later. Just
Okay, because you're getting me excited with time travel.
don't get too excited. Okay, so we walk in and we see this armor-clad figure raising her sword towards my brother Mountain, who we haven't seen for a while. We didn't know what happened to him. But now we know Elena has delivered him as a sacrifice to Mila. And Mila is about to slaughter him in front of this pillar because of that.
Some kind of ritual. She hears our footsteps. Stops for a moment. Is Mountain... he's conscious, I think, but he's shackled.
Yeah, okay.
She turns and sees us, her sword already raised. She quickly, in a moment of decision, grabs Mountain, brings him close to her,
Grabs him by the beard.
and the blade of her sword goes to his throat. To stop us coming forward, we immediately stop in our steps as we see this. So now she's holding your brother hostage.
So I have my axe in both hands. The shield, which belongs to Mila, that I've had this whole time, is on my back.
I am standing, I think, a little bit behind you, because I was still lagging behind from everything that happened. I think I've been a good friend to you throughout our time here in this in your own circle, but I'm starting to become a little bit more distant as I'm continually being corrupted by the iron. So she says, "Don't take any steps forward, or I'll cut your brother's throat."
Mila! I'm gonna neutralize you.
You don't understand what's going on here.
It looks like you're about to kill my brother.
Some things are necessary in wars.
Well, perhaps you'd like to tell me why there is a war in the first place? Because this is the first I've had. I didn't know there was a war.
There are creatures out there. Great and powerful creatures. We need defenders against those, and the only thing that can give us that, she points behind her, are these iron pillars. They are our retribution. They can save us.
You're saying a lot of things right now that I think you need to repeat to yourself to fully understand how messed up they sound.
These iron pillars can save this land from us. Ever since we came here, people have been slaughtered in droves from the entities that live here. No one is strong enough to fight them. There's a beast here that slaughtered all of the firstborn before we got here. And now it's eyeing up us. A creature of great power. This is our only hope.
You make some good points. Honestly, you do. There's a creature out there that has that much power. We need to stop it. But you've got my brother.
And I take out the shield from behind. I wield both the shield and the axe.
And I want him back.
There would need to be another sacrifice.
What's to stop whatever's coming out of that pillar from attacking us?
I can speak to them. I hear their whispers on the wind.
Right. Well, that sounds totally sane. Guys, that doesn't sound sane.
I give a motion to your character, the cow. And I'm like, try and sneak around as I'm talking to her. I think let me roll a stealth check to get into position. So I could use Shadow Walk again, but I don't think that's applicable right now. Because I think I'm not really connected to the Oracle as much as I would like to be. Yeah, it's going to be face danger when you attempt something risky or react to an imminent threat. So I'm going to be rolling with plus Shadow here. Is there any way I can roll to aid you? Yeah, you could do a secure and advantage. Which is aid your ally? Yeah. Plus heart? Yeah, plus heart. Okay, and I have a +1 because I'm a loyalist. +3. Oh, okay. That's like really good, right? That's a strong hit with doubles, so that's good for us. Is that our first one, or? I don't know. Also, because I'm a loyalist and I had a hit, I get to add +1 momentum. Nice. So I'm not in the negatives. Okay, good. What do you want for the doubles? I figure, I look kind of imposing with the shield and axe, and I stand up straight, and it makes her, like, loosen her grip a little bit, like she's taken aback by it. Okay. Giving us a little bit more leave room, like she's not immediately going to kill him if something happens. Like, let's say you fail a roll or something like that. Okay, I'm okay with that. Alright, so now I am rolling to face danger with plus Shadow. I have a +1 from your previous roll, so that gives me a +3 total. Okay, that gives me a 9. So weak hit on face danger, you succeed but face a troublesome cost. I can lose momentum, I can lose a harm, or a stress, or a supply. I think I'm going to lose a momentum. So as I begin making my way along the outside of the room, dashing between pillars as Mila is distracted by you. Mountain's not safe yet. Yeah. He could die here.
Frick. How about you just put my brother down? And nothing violent here will have to happen. That seems like it's the best end for all of us.
She turns her head, listening not to you, but to something else entirely. I think make a compel roll.
Okay.
To dissuade her from listening to the whispers.
All right.
Are you trying to charm, pacify, barter, or convince? I think that.
Yeah.
Plus heart. I think maybe let's give you a +1 to this from your secure and advantage earlier from the doubles.
Yeah, okay.
So what that gives you is a +3 total. All right, you got to roll well to this or her intentions start to get bad.
You want to know how to roll critical success?
Yeah.
Like this. Not bad, but not a...
Weak hit. Alright, on a weak hit, they ask something of you in return. Envision what they ask. He says, "The creature is a grave threat to the Ironlands. It needs to be taken down. If we connect all of the iron pillars from across the lands, all 7 of them, then we can summon a creature of our own, of similar power, who could give us a chance in this fight. The pillars taught me all of this. Listen to them. Open your ears and your heart to them. Hear the whispers."
You trained me as a warden. That's what you did. You're a warden. You're meant to protect the land. And you think this is the answer? Having a giant battle of the beasts?
It's either that, or we're all slaughtered. I did train you, Cliff. I trained you for this moment.
Maybe I should roll something, like to see if I'm swayed by her. Maybe I hear the whispers and have to roll face danger.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
All right, I'll try to hear the whispers.
But I think you're acting with expertise, insight, or observation,
Mostly the observation part.
which would be plus wits.
So what happens if I fail?
We're gonna find out.
Now do you want to know how to roll critical success?
Yep, let's see it.
Last one was just a trial run.
Just get some power from the cheese.
Okay. Oops.
There's your power.
By the way, this is just a random detail. The cheese wheel, which has a piece cut out of it, is now on his belt. It's like hanging from his belt on like a meat hook. It's just
Okay.
it's like on his belt.
All right.
So yeah. Are you freaking kidding me?
You showed me how to roll a crit.
Oh, F me.
You fail, and your progress is undermined by a dramatic and costly turn of
Oh,
events.
crap.
Pay the price.
So I hear the whispers. I hear what they're saying.
What did I say?
Are you corrupted by the whispers here?
I think maybe I'm a little bit corrupted.
The 7 pillars must be joined, Cliff. You can join them.
I can join the pillars.
And you're like hearing all this.
Yeah. Mila is starting to get through to you.
My legs move on their own. I don't even know that I'm moving. Because my mind is somewhere else.
It might be time for me to do something.
I think it is.
I see that things are going south, and you're starting to be taken over by the iron. That either you or your brother is about to be sacrificed, killed, and their blood spread over the iron pillar itself to summon some kind of creature and connect it to the other pillars. But you're my friend. I can't have that happen. I summon all of my will and all of my might, and I raise my spear up and aim it straight at Mila. I prepare to throw it, but my arm doesn't move. The spear stays in position. It doesn't abide by my will, because it wants this to happen. I think I have to roll a face danger to try to command it.
F me. Your spear's like one of the iron pillars or something. Like you should.
Oh, frick.
Yeah.
I think I'm acting with heart. Charm, loyalty, or courage. So I only have a +1 to this. Alright, let's see what happens.
Oh, that looks like a failure.
That looks like a full-on failure. Nothing. On a miss, you fail, and your progress is undermined by dramatic and costly turn of events. Pay the price. I think let's do a flashback.
Okay.
I'm a young boy with my cute blue face, reddening at the edges of my cheeks. We're in some kind of elven settlement in the Ironlands, the ancient Ironlands. I think maybe it's more high-tech than a typical fantasy settlement.
Okay.
It's powered by some kind of energy source. Now we're not sure of exactly, but there's some kind of power that runs to the settlement. All of the buildings have a sleek kind of metallic, maybe bronze design to them. Intricate carvings performed by the most skilled hands. buildings that stack up high, going multiple stories tall, towers upon towers layering themselves.
But also on like every balcony, there's a tree that grows off of it with like golden leaves.
Yeah. In the center of the settlement is a tall, tall tower. And at the top of it is a grove. In the center of that grove is an iron pillar. Strange markings on it.
Maybe you don't like this idea, but this isn't like peaceful. This is like your parents trying to...
I think this is a Superman situation.
Yeah, that's what exactly what I was thinking.
So elves here worship the iron pillar. We believe it brings them great things. But my parents know that if this pillar is linked with the 6 other pillars, something bad will happen. They don't know exactly what, but they know something bad.
Your father and mother rush into the grove.
Okay.
Blood on their faces. They need to get you out of here.
Am I like unconscious in like a little pod or something?
Yeah, a little pod.
Okay.
A cool sci-fi pod.
Okay.
And they're rushing towards the iron pillar and like, what do your parents have names?
Nope.
Marielle and Dallas?
That's cool too. Marielle and Dallas. I kind of like that.
And they've had to fight through elves to get here to the grove. The grove is highly guarded. They've had to kill. They use, super advanced, really nicely crafted elven weapons.
Yeah.
And they know that they're never going to come back here again. And they rush to the center of the grove. And the mother begins casting, drawing from the oracle towards this iron pillar.
Yeah.
And the father, meanwhile, has sat you down next to her, and he's fending off elves trying to get into the grove to save the pillar.
Casting spells at them and whatnot.
And he's like, "You have to move fast, Muriel!" And she's like, "I'm going as fast as I can!" And eventually,
She like carves the pillar up with her magic. She moves her hand and suddenly it shapes into different objects. She pulls it down, eventually forging with her hands a long spear from it.
and she takes it.
And the runes of the iron pillar are now carved into it.
So you're in a little pod.
Maybe it shrinks down to my size and it grows with me as I grow up.
Yeah, okay.
So she makes it a little baby spear. And sets it in the pod next to me.
And she says, "You have to protect this. Without this, the iron pillars can never be connected. But never let it corrupt you, little one. Please. You'll be all right." And then Dowler runs up and he's like, "We have to go, Miriam."
She says, "It is up to you, Caliph, to overcome the iron and save the Ironlands." And then I think he grabs her, and as he pulls her away, she moves her hands up, and my pod floats into the sky and darts forward. And we see them on top of the rooftop. The enemy elves that they've been fighting have made their way up, and they have to have one final stand to try to survive.
And Daleth, as he is getting ready to fight, is also realizing before he left he didn't even get a final look at his son.
He looks up at the pod, zooming away. Sadness in his eyes. And then back at the elves bursting through the gateway to the grove. We don't know what happens to them.
That's sad. I'm getting a little teary-eyed. Man, it really makes sense why we named your guy Cal. Like Kal-El.
Oh my god. Oh god, I didn't even notice that.
But, your mother told you not to get corrupted, and here it is happening.
I hear her voice in the back of my head from that, and it says, "You can't be corrupted, Cal. You must be the one to stave off the iron." And her voice slowly becomes mangled and twisted, and it becomes the whisper, and it says,
Stop them. You must join the 7 pillars.
And finally, I'm able to throw my spear. I send my arm forward. It leaves my grip, speeds through the wind, heading towards Mila. but it curves and instead heads towards your brother. It goes straight through his shoulder, pinning him to the ground. He gurgles out blood. It spews out in front of him. He about to die?
I think he's about to die
He says,
as he's gargling blood.
Cliff, I'm sorry. I was never there for you. I was a bad brother. I was mean and I was cold to you, just like father. It was just... I always envied you. You could find happiness in the darkest situations. With your music. I used to sit in my room and listen past the wall. I wish I could hear it one more time. And then his throat is cut by Mila's blade.
Goes limp. As he goes limp, something falls out of his bag. A little flute.
broken in half or mended?
It's been mended. It just rolls on the ground.
I have come to like dwarves more.
Because of the Hobbit?
Because of the Hobbit, but also because of your take on the dwarf.
Really?
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I do like halflings now.
Yeah,
Because of
solely
the Hobbit,
because of the
as
Hobbit.
opposed to I thought they were lame.
Yeah. I don't see the reason for gnomes, though.
The gnomes are the only one I'm like, okay.
Yeah.